Glad you're all able to join us. Oh, thank you for recording. Welcome to September Roundtable. Just a couple of reminders for kind of our online etiquette. If you could use chat where possible, you could share your name and unit so we have an idea of what units we're reaching. And also if you have questions or things that come up, you can use chat as well. In the first few months here, at least, if you are presenting or speaking, we may have new volunteers that are unfamiliar with some of us. So if we could share your name and tell us your scouting role so everybody can get to know everyone, that would help out. Be mindful of background noise, use mute if you need to. We're going to have scouting community breakouts a little bit later. And this meeting is being recorded and will be available with other resources on the Roundtable webpage as usual. My name is Matt Pagliaro. I'm involved with PAC 91 and Troop 91 in Holman, but there are other people that are on the team that help to plan these meetings, some volunteers as well as some staff from the council. So please reach out to any of us if you have questions or ideas for future roundtables. We are always open to those suggestions. So with that being said, roundtables, we like to, at least for part of the meeting, follow similar to what a PAC meeting or a troop meeting would do. So we begin with an opening. And for the beginning of the year here, our openings will include some slides that especially our younger units, our Cub units, could possibly use to help their Cub Scouts learn some parts of the Scout Oath and Law. So you'll see those come up. I did not see David on. David, are you on? He wasn't sure if he'd be able to join us. If not, I will lead the opening here. All right, so we will start with a Pledge of Allegiance. So if you're in uniform, Scout salute, otherwise hand over your heart. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic
for which
it stands, one nation,
under God,
indivisible,
with liberty and justice for all.
All right, and then our Scout Oath. On my honor, I will do my best
to do my duty
to God and my
and
country,
to obey the Scout law,
to help other people at all times, to keep myself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight. Scout Law. A Scout is trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent. And we also encourage units to teach the outdoor code and use that as part of your opening. So as an American, I will do my best to be clean in my outdoor manners, be careful with fire, be considerate in the outdoors, and be conservation-minded. Two. All right, thank you. So we do have a busy agenda. It's been a while since we've been together. Lots of things coming up in the next month and a half or 2 months in the council to get to. But first, we're going to start with a safety moment and a hot topic for the month, both dealing with safety and youth protection and some reviews and updates, just good reminders for the upcoming scouting year. So I did see Chester was on. Chester, have you got some safety moment information for us?
Well, what I was going to do is share with everyone where they can find the safety nation. If I'm able to share my screen.
You need me to stop? You're going to share your screen? I can stop
for
sharing.
Just a second, I asked.
Yep, I can stop sharing.
All right, thank you. See my sheet. All right, let's do that again. If you go to the site, at the top it says, if it ever comes up here, my that's on the screen.
Looks like chat. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm having to find what I want. Here, uh,
You want to try and you want to try to turn your video off, Chester? That might help reduce the choppiness if you turn your video off and just do audio.
okay. Try that. So, oh, there. All right. Anyway, if you go to, I'm going to stop sharing because I can't find what I'm here. If you go to the scouting website, there is a section at the top that says health and safety or safety. In there are all kinds of references and resources for you. That's where you would find your health forms, the monthly updates on health and safety, things like that. And so each month I will be giving one of those safety moments that we have. This is the first time that we're having it, so hopefully by next month I can have it a little more. There it is. Okay. So there's scouting safety. If you go to that and slide down, you will see different scouting safety information. If you need to do your youth protection, you can find that in there. Different things, carbon monoxide when you're using. Okay, I mean, there's a lot of resources that are in here. Each month, I will hopefully be able to give you one of those safety moments that we have in the safety area. So, thank you.
Thank you, Chester. Okay. All right. And then we also have this month just some reminders and also some updates with youth protection. Joe, I believe you were going to cover this one.
Yep, that's right, Matt. Thank you. So, yeah, the big topic related to this is that there has been a significant change with the youth protection requirements. Previously, if somebody was camping with a Scouts BSA troop for less than 72 hours, they did not need to be a registered adult leader. That has changed. So anybody that is camping with your Scouts BSA troop or venturing crew at any time, any adult that's camping does need to be a registered member of your troop. That means they need to be registered as an assistant scoutmaster or a committee member. Let's say that they're registered in a troop in Kansas City, and it's Uncle Bill from Kansas City, and he's coming to visit your unit and wants to go camping with. We would need to register him as a member of the troop here. There's not an additional fee with that, but I always like to start with why. The why on this is we want to ensure that anybody that's camping with our scouting youth is a fully background checked member of the scouting organization and also has gone through the youth protection training to understand what all of our requirements are. For Cub Scouting, there is a little bit of a adjustment with Cub Scouting. A parent is permitted to camp with their own Cub Scout age child without being a registered member. So a Cub Scout parent does not need to be registered, but it is important to note that they are not in a leadership or a supervisory role with that camping outing. It needs to be registered leaders from your unit that are providing that. leadership there. Also want to remind people about the about the Scouts BSA helpline. So that's a that's a phone number that's monitored 365 days a year, 24 hours a day by by somebody at the national organization that's able to receive a report if something happens and you cannot get a hold of me. You can make a report about a youth protection incident to that number as well. Other thing that's a reminder, I know that some of our troops are smaller right now, but we do need to remember that there's a two-year age bracket for youth to share a tent. So if you're let's say that you've only got one 17-year-old that's going on your scouting outing and the rest of the kids are 13 or 14, that 17-year-old needs to be in a tent by himself. It's not permissible for him to be in a tent with a 14-year-old to have everybody paired up. So we just need to be mindful of that two-year age bracket, and all of these things are here to protect our youth members and help us be the safest organization that we can be.
All right, so I see there's a question in chat. What if a parent of a wee below camping with the troop as a guest with their wee below?
Yeah, so if your troop is hosting, so if I understand the question correctly, your troop is hosting Webelow youth, as a way for them to interact with the troop and get to know the troop, and you're asking, can the parent of that Webelow Scout camp with their youth without being registered? We're going to check on that, and we will send out a clarification on that to the group.
Okay.
That's not a question that I've seen before, so I want to check on that before we address that.
That's a good question.
It
Joe,
is,
do you know what you said, a parent with a Cub Scout, would another guardian be permissible, like a grandparent or an aunt or an uncle, or is it specific to just parents?
The language is stated as legal guardian.
Okay.
So the language is stated as legal guardian. If it's an individual that always is doing scouting with that youth, let's say the scout in your unit always does scouting with his uncle or with his grandparent, that would be permissible. If it's somebody that's coming into a situation as a guest, or maybe not always the primary adult with that youth, then that would not qualify. Again, if we look at the intent of the rule is to ensure that anybody that's not a parent with our Cub Scouts is fully background checked, so that we know that that is a person that is of suitability to be camping with our young people.
Okay, thanks for that clarification. All right, so then we're going to move into our updates. We have several updates with council events that we have going on, some dates of things that are coming up. So the first thing we have going on is popcorn, and I believe I saw Amy was on to cover this.
Yep, I am here and just came from the warehouse, so it's off to a good start. Just kind of want to go over the basic time frame of the sale. So units can start show and sell door to door and take order on Saturday the 16th, and this runs through October 30th. And we will be having our fill it up drawings. So that will go to the Gateway Scouting Popcorn email. So when you guys, that's all should be in your leadership packet where you guys can send your sheets. So they'll have that. So each week we will have that fill it up drawing, but we are also, if you have not picked up your popcorn, to do it, to email me, my email's right down there, and set up a time frame. I will be at the warehouse tomorrow from about 2 p.m. until 5 p.m. And if there is somewhere that that time frame does not work for you, you can email me and we can set up a time outside of that, and I'll try to work that in my schedule as best I can. Currently, we are going to be placing a second order with Pecatonica to replenish inventory. So it's really great to see all the units participate. We brought in about 2,500 individual units of popcorn, and we've been distributing that all day. If you have questions, please give me a call. Don't hesitate to give me a call, or to having issues with the Pecatonica website, I'd be happy to help.
All right, thank you, Amy.
I want to just encourage everybody real quick to take advantage of some of those storefront locations. So this year we have some new locations that are part of the registry to pre-sign up. That includes Farm and Fleet and Hy-Vee in Onalaska, and then also about 9 different Hanson IGA locations that are spread throughout some of the more outlying areas of our council. So we've really increased that opportunity. That's there as an elective for families to sign up for individually, or your unit to sign up for a slot. So please take advantage of those good opportunities.
All right, great. Okay, this is recruiting time, especially for Cub Scouts. And so we've got a few reminders and updates. Joe, were you going to cover this one too?
Yep. So if we go to the next slide, please.
Yep.
Yeah, so a couple of things that we want to emphasize. I want to thank all of the PACs that move things around in their individual schedules to staff the open houses that happened during the second half of August. Those are really big opportunities out at our schools, and it absolutely makes an impact for somebody to be there in person. So I want to thank people that, took time out of their schedule to be there, because I know that certainly was a commitment. We're about a third of the way through our recruitment efforts so far. So just, kind of some takeaways. We had 17 PACs that have done a formal sign-up night so far. We've engaged with about 77 youth members at those, or youth individuals at those. 47 of those kids have signed up already. Trending a little bit behind where it's been last year. So we want to, be open to a second try. I know that it's, there's, we know there's families that are still getting used to the beginning of the year school routine. We know there's families that maybe didn't come out to an event if we had poor weather and it was an outdoor event. School calendars were starting and kind of all over the place in our region this year. So we may be reaching out to your PAC, asking you to come up with some plans for a second try. It can be just inviting kids to an existing event or to an existing meeting. So we're not trying to add anything to the calendar, but we want to be open to working together to continue to invite families. We had some schools tell us that, hey, they're happy to promote scouting, but it wasn't going to happen in the first 2 weeks of the school year. So those are situations that we may come back to your PAC and try to do something later on in the cycle here as well too. A couple of reminders, really important to engage your new families. So if you got people that are joining online through the Be a Scout program, please reach out to them quickly, greet them, share a calendar, make sure they know about the first meeting. Same thing with families that have joined in person. Please, try to provide a good reminder to those families of, hey, first meeting coming up or first activity. We know that if people engage right away, they're much more likely to stick with us for the year. And then finally, a note of encouragement. If you are finding yourself in a PAC situation where you felt that you were doing everything, or, the lion's share of the work, new year, new culture. So a great opportunity this year to ask people to help you out right out of the gate. Your new families and your new parents, they don't know any different if that's not how your PAC is operated. So, take some time to ask somebody of, hey, Mrs. Smith, could I ask you to, be here a little bit early and get the room set up while I'm taking care of the rest of the preparations. People are more likely to help out with a specific request. Once they help out once, they're much more likely to continue to help out as well. So looking forward to seeing a lot of additional new families join us over the next 6 weeks.
All right, great. All right, and to help some of our new Cub Scouts and specifically their leaders, council is putting together some den kits. Ashley, could you explain this to us?
Absolutely. So we have a really great resource that we are lucky to be able to implement here by October 1st. They're den kits. So each adventure throughout Lion and Weeblos will have a designated kit that can be checked out, and it will have materials needed to complete or enhance the adventure in several different ways. So I'm trying to figure out ways to do these adventures in multiple ways and make it as easy as possible for Cub Masters, den leaders, any parent to just grab the kit and do an adventure. So that will be coming soon here in October. I'm still working out the checkout process and the kits, but if any leaders have ideas on kits as well, I have never run an adventure, and I'm sure you guys have run many, that if you guys do something super fun that you think would be a great resource, please let me know.
All right, great. Good help for our new leaders and those with experience that just want a little bit of help. All right, some updates for rechartering and membership renewal this year.
Yeah, just a couple of takeaways. There's a lot of detail to this. We're not going to go through all of it. So I encourage people to, review the slide deck that gets posted online, and there'll be more robust information coming out in October. But a couple of early things to be aware of. Number one, a reminder that any families that are joining your unit new since August 1st, they paid for 12 months of membership when they joined, and they will not owe your unit a recharter fee. So it's a big change, and it's going to take kind of a bridge year to get into the change fully, but it should provide for a more streamlined recharter process once we get through that portion. So just a reminder there that you do not need to be collecting any sort of additional funds beyond what was paid when a new member joined here in the month of August, September, or October. The recharter system will be open on October 1st, 2023. Same system as what you've used the last 2 years. So you'll be able to find that there. And this year we're asking for charters to be completed if possible by November 23rd. We know that there's a couple weeks of kind of cleanup afterwards, usually in terms of tracking down some additional signatures or applications or things like that. And we're trying to keep that process as far away from, the December 15 to 30 time period as we can. So we're trying to start earlier, get it done. Nikki Burke is available for a personal appointment with anybody that would like to have her assistance on completing the recharter. You can find a time to Zoom with her, so you're both looking at the same screen. You can come into the office. That's available not only during the normal business hours, but outside of the normal hours as well. It just needs to be by appointment so that we can plan around that. More information coming on the October 10th roundtable. So we'll move on.
Right. Thank you. And as Joe mentioned, there is more information in the slides here. So if you want to check those out online, those will be posted soon. All right. The roundtable team decided that we wanted to add a couple of new spotlights each month, and one is to spotlight some of the achievements of the youth in the council. Of course, our Eagle Scouts are all recognized every year at the annual recognition event, but it's good for those attending roundtable, I think, to kind of see what our scouts are up to and get an idea of what some of those Eagle projects are helping the communities. And then we would also welcome anyone to send information to us about other achievements. This doesn't have to be just limited to Eagle Scouts. We, as Arrow of Light gets finished by some of our Webelos, that could be included in this. And if any other achievements occur within your unit or with scouts in your unit, we would definitely welcome those to highlight. So this month, we're highlighting the Eagles from the month of August. So from Troop 53, we've got Isaac Hargrove, Troop 21, Easton Glebke, and from Troop 168, Charles Ilfrey. And you can see there's a variety of Eagle projects being completed, raised vegetable gardens, candy canes to help at Rotary Lights, a kiosk at a park. So there are a lot of great things going on in our communities thanks to scouting. We'd also like to give a shout out and congratulations to Carissa Adams, who earned a National Eagle Scout Association scholarship. So congratulations to these folks. All right. And another spotlight we would like to add each month is more focused on adult volunteer leader recognition. And we also want to highlight some training and things like that. And so, I see many of the people on this meeting are experienced scouters and are familiar with the square knots that some leaders wear on their uniforms. These tiny rectangles represent a lot of different things. Sometimes it's awards that youth or adults have earned. Sometimes they might symbolize training that an adult has completed. Sometimes they even represent a lifetime of service to scouting. Generally, these are worn by adult leaders, but some can be worn by youth for different achievements and awards that they receive as well. So each month we're going to highlight a different square knot that adults can wear on their uniform, and what goes into either earning that square knot or receiving that square knot, just to raise awareness, and also to encourage those attending these meetings to work towards some of these square knots. Things like attendance at Roundtable does count for some of the requirements for some of these. So this month, we're going to highlight just simply the square knots that adults can earn or can wear if they earned an award as a youth. So Arrow of Light, Eagle Scout, the Venturing Silver Award, or the Sea Scout Quartermaster Award. So if you or any other adult leader in your unit earned one of those awards, we definitely encourage you to wear that corresponding square knot. It's a great way to show your achievement, but also to make a connection with the youth that are in your unit, so that they can have something to look up to, and they can see that the people that are helping them to complete these awards have been through it as well. So encourage all of our leaders to wear those square knots that they have earned. All right, we also want to recognize a few individuals that completed training in the Gateway Council. And so last spring there was an ITOLS training, and we had several leaders that did that. We had Eric Armstrong. He was actually from a different council that joined us. And then you can see there's leaders from several different units. So congratulations to those people for completing ITOLS. And congratulations to Frank Fisher from PAC 61 for completing the Blue training. So thanks to those leaders for completing training. All right, and speaking of training, we've got a great training opportunity coming up in the council next spring called Wood Badge, and we have a video to show that highlights what Wood Badge is, and then I think we're going to hear from the director of our next course. So I'm going to switch to my other screen. Did everybody see the new screen? Yes? Okay.
Yes.
Wood Badge was started by Baden-Powell in 1919 as a way of ensuring the leaders of scout troops were properly trained. Since then, Wood Badge has spread worldwide, providing advanced leadership training to thousands of scout leaders. Reflecting the best of a century of scouting experience, Wood Badge draws upon current leadership models used by corporate America, academia, and successful organizations throughout the country. Wood Badge adds to the best traditions and experiences of the Boy Scouts of America and draws from courses within and beyond scouting to present the latest in leadership theory and team development. Scouters taking Wood Badge will acquire valuable tools such as listening, communicating, conflict management, project planning, and leading change.
In Wood Badge, I learned more about the patrol method, which I helped implement more in my troop, and now our troop is a boy-led troop.
Wood Badge would offer you the opportunity to learn better skills, to be able to deliver a much better and a much more exciting program to youth.
The skills we learn enable us to train youth to be leaders and people of character.
Participants will better understand and appreciate diversity and differences in our society and will learn skills that will make them better scout leaders. Units with trained leaders are able to deliver a better program and a more exciting experience for the youth scouting serves. Wood Badge participants will internalize the 5 themes of Wood Badge: living the values, growing, connecting, guiding, and empowering. Wood Badge is designed to meet the advanced leadership needs of all scouters, particularly unit-level scouters, such as cub leaders, scoutmasters and assistants, and venturing crew advisors, as well as unit committee members and chairpersons. Scouters serving at the district and council levels can also achieve greater effectiveness with Wood Badge training. To attend a Wood Badge course, you must be a registered member of the Boy Scouts of America and be 18 years of age or older. You must have completed the basic training for your current scouting position, and you must be capable of functioning safely in an outdoor environment.
It takes some money, it takes some time. It's a bigger commitment than any of the other training courses that you might have done so far.
It keeps the focus on the youth and how you are helping them.
If you want to be the best trained leader you can and the best movement there is, take Wood Badge.
I say it's an experience that you should not miss. It is the cream of the crop. It is the mountaintop experience that any scout leader should take, and you will develop friendships and relationships with individuals and groups that'll last your lifetime.
I'd say go for it. What have you got to lose? You have a lot to learn in Wood Badge.
Wood Badge is absolutely fun.
For more information, visit scouting.org/woodbadge. To register for a Wood Badge course, contact your local Boy Scout Council Service Center.
Okay. And we do have Eric Strauss, who is the director of the next Wood Badge course in the council, on to share a little bit more.
Yeah, thanks, Matt. So I thought the video does a really nice job of introducing the course and some of the big and positive attributes of the course. A couple things I would like to add to that is that, just reiterate, it's for all levels of scouting, adult levels. So regardless of what type of unit you're in, if you're in a pack, a troop, a crew, it doesn't matter. There's something relevant for you in this course. It's a lot of fun, and I would say it's the highlight of many scouters' careers. Anybody that takes it really looks back on the course and says that was really, really worth it. Another couple things I want to mention. Don't wait to sign up. It's important to sign up early. You can't just show up the day of. You do have to advance enroll in this because we do order supplies, and so make sure you do that. There is an early bird price right now for $275 if you register before November 1st. After that, it goes up to $300. If the price is a problem for you, there are scholarships available. So go online to the council website, go and just look at training, and you'll find Wood Badge there. And by all means, fill out an application for a scholarship. It's not a big hurdle to get over. We'd be happy to help you out with that. I think that's it, and hope to see you at Wood Badge.
All right, thank you.
Hey, Matt, if I could throw in about 30 seconds quick on it.
Sure.
For anybody thinking about it, I was able to go through Wood Badge a few years back, and it was an amazing program. It also helps you outside of scouting, too. I'm not going to lie. And a lot of times if you talk to your place of business and say, hey, I'm looking to take this training, a lot of times they may say, hey, how can I help you? How can we help you to offset that cost? So they may even help invest in it, knowing that not only are you getting the training to help on the scout side of things, but it's also stuff that you can take back within your business life as well.
Yeah.
All right.
Matt, one more thing I want to throw in there.
Okay.
And that is that this course, at least in our council, is not offered every single year. So if you're even thinking about taking it, this is the time, because last time this was offered was in 2019. And so it hasn't been offered since then. So if you're at all interested in scouting, this is the time to take it, because it for sure won't be offered again until 2025, probably again. So this would be the time to do it.
All right. Thank you. Okay, you may have received, I think many people, just about everyone, maybe received an email about Freedom Honor Flight. Freedom Honor Flight is an organization that flies veterans to Washington, D.C. To visit the memorials that are built in their honor. It is a one-day trip, so it is a very long day for those veterans, and it starts very early in the morning. But Freedom Honor Flight has asked Scouts to help with this, to help with the morning send-off. And so this is coming this Saturday morning, September 16th. There's a program that begins at 6 a.m. But if you or your scouts are going to participate, they should plan to arrive by 5:45 or probably 5:30 would be better, because there's always, you have to park a little ways away and get in there. And so this is out at the La Crosse Airport. the Colgan Air Services hangar. Scouts are being asked to lead the Pledge of Allegiance for that morning program. And then it's a really great, it's a really amazing opportunity for Scouts because they actually will get to go out on the runway and form an honor guard for the veterans as they board. It's a really, really just neat experience for Scouts. So if you have Scouts that are in any way able to help, we would love to fill the runway and give the veterans the send-off that they deserve. So hope to see you there. I will be there on Saturday morning, kind of as the point person for Scouts with this. All right, and then I'm going to let Eric give us a little info about the Oktoberfest parade.
Yeah, so every year the Oktoberfest crew asks us to help out with the parade. And what we do is we, as the slide says, we carry the banners that recognize the winning parade entries. And so we meet at the BMO Bank, which is right across the street from Hardee's, across the street from Quick Trip there. And we arrive there around 9 o'clock in the morning, the day of the parade, and we just hang out till the parade starts at 10. And we don't know where we're marching in the parade. They just all of a sudden tell us this is a winner, and we pick up a banner and we go with them. It's actually a lot of fun. It's a really neat way to see the parade is while you're in it. And you really don't miss any of the parade either, because you get to watch it as it goes by at the beginning, and then you're marching in it, and then you can watch the rest of it go by after you're done. So you actually get to see the entire parade this way. It's really good also to promote scouting. I don't know how many times I get "Yay Scouts" as you're walking down the parade route. So it's really good exposure for the scout units and the council too. So please contact me if you're interested. I will send you a link to a Google sign-up sheet, and that way we have a head count on how many are going to be there. We need at least 16 scouts there because there's 8 different banners that we need to carry. So,
all right, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, and then a fun event coming up for specifically our new Cub Scouts is Fall Cub Camp. Joe, were you going to cover some of this?
Yep, real quick, coming up Saturday, October 7th. This is a registration required event so that we can plan for the best day possible. Audience on this is brand new Cub Scout families. So, we'd love to be able to accommodate every Cub Scout in the council. We just need to kind of limit this one to new Cub Scout families, but been doing this for a couple of years now, so everybody should have kind of had their opportunity with it. The big ask today is that we do need some help to make this event happen. It's not real intense in terms of the time commitment. We asked for people to be out there about 12:30, and we should have you home by 5, but need help with different stations, boating, fishing, shooting sports, crafts, Bobcat badge. Great opportunity for Scouts BSA youth to maybe come out and help out with an adult or their parent. The thing that I love about this event is it's everybody's very first experience at Camp Decorah. So you literally see a look of wonder on not only the kids' face, but their parents' face, and sometimes grandparents that are coming back, and it's just a lot of fun. So reach out, please, if you're able to help out for an afternoon that day.
Okay. And then another event for all of our Scouts in the council is Spookery. Is Toby on to cover this one?
I believe so.
Yeah, hello. I got my notes here. Yep. Saturday, October 14th. That's the main part of the Cub Scout program. In the Cub Scout program, I'm gonna jump on the bottom part of the slide, will be Saturday, October 14th from 5 to 8 p.m. We're going to have Halloween type events, costume contest, inflatables, face painting, Halloween crafts, haunted hayride, outdoor movies, and a bunch of other themed events and games that Cub Scouts can do. There'll also be the OA Snack Shack for concessions, and the camp store should be open for souvenirs. Along with that, then, the part of the program that is provided by the Scouts BSA's troop, and they will start Friday night, which will have an outdoor movie for the Scouts BSA troops. Then in the morning, round robin challenges. We're going to ask each troop to provide an adult leader to help with those. Then we'll also have a little bit something different this year. We're going to have the dedications of the new shooting sports pavilion, excuse me. And if all goes as planned, we should be also dedicating the new bouldering wall that the Ranger Corps has been building. Scouts then will provide the staff then for spooking that haunted trail. There'll be then an outdoor movie after the Cub event is done for the Scouts BSA once they have a little time to clean up. We'll do an award ceremony on Sunday morning. And my other note is, if troops who are camping in campsites will spook by those campsites on the haunted trail. If you are not along the trail, you pick a different campsite to stay in. We'll assign, or you can ask for a different spot along the trail that is a non-campsite. We should have more information on the website very soon.
Thanks, Toby.
Yeah.
Okay, and we've got another Pintwood Derby coming up this fall. Ashley, have you got some details?
Yes, we had so much fun in Black River Falls with the Pintwood Derby that we are bringing it back this fall. So October 19th at 608 Brewery, we will do a Pintwood Derby again from 6 to 8. Registration includes the cost of a car, so you can build your own, deck it out how you want, and drink some beer. So we're super excited to be able to try this out here in the La Crosse area and have some fun. This is 21 plus only though, so no kids.
All right, thank you. All right, and then we've got a Merit Badge Day scheduled this fall as well. Joe, you were going to get this one, right?
Yep, coming up Saturday, November 4th at Viterbo. Really fun lineup plan. I won't go through each merit badge that's being offered, but you can see it listed on here. It's also live online right now as well. But want to point out a couple of unique things with this. Our training team is committed to offering Scouts BSA adult leader position training. So Scoutmaster, Assistant Scoutmaster, great opportunity to get some people through that. There also is going to be a youth advancement program. So opportunity for Scouts to come in and work on some skill requirements related to those younger ranks, especially. And then our Cub Scout committee is piloting offering a Cub Scout award at this event. So we're going to kind of see how that goes and see if, a one-day outing like this is a conducive way to teach, to provide Cub Scout advancement offerings that don't always get offered inside our units. And that'll be the Nova Award, Uncovering the Past. And sounds like the MVC is getting involved with that, which I think is pretty neat. So more information online. Registration opens October 2nd. So a couple of weeks out. We do have room to add a couple of merit badges. If somebody out there is, interested in teaching or offering something, reach out to Andy Olson with Troop 91 or myself.
All right. Thanks, Joe. All right, and we, the Roundtable team, just wanted to remind everyone that this is the time to begin thinking about transitioning Webelos to our Scouts BSA troops. So this is a little timeline that we actually showed last year, but as you can see, August, September, October, this is the time that troops should be reaching out to your local Cub Scout packs, getting contact information for those Webelos families, inviting them to events, perhaps planning an event to invite them to, or inviting them to a camp out this fall. Also a great opportunity at some of our Cub Scout sign-up nights that are still yet to come for Scouts and the Scouts BSA troop to come and help out with those events as well, and get den chief set and things like that. So just keep this in mind. All right, and then upcoming events, we do have Order of the Arrow Section Conclave is this weekend. I believe registration for that is closed, but good luck to those attending that and have a good time. And then a reminder to get on your calendar that the Enchanted Forest is scheduled again this year, October 28th. I imagine we'll have more information about that at next month's Roundtable. For the remainder of the year, this is going to be the schedule for roundtables. We're going to meet the second Thursday of the month as we have been on Zoom. So our next meeting will be October 12th. And we will do scouting community breakouts at every other month to allow those units to connect. And then the other months we'll do our two breakouts, Scouts BSA and Cub Scouts, to cover some information more specific to those groups. So we hope that you're able to join us at as many of these as you can. Joe, do you have any words for us before we go to breakouts?
I don't think so. We've covered a lot of ground, so just encourage everybody to take advantage of a lot of good programming that's queued up for the next next couple of months here.
All right, great.
So hold on, I do.
Yep, Ashley's got an announcement that she wanted.
Yeah, we have one more council update coming up.
Wanted to share here. So
Okay.
Ashley, floor is yours.
We have a really big council event happening today. And so happy birthday, Matt. Thank you for all that you do. We appreciate you and we hope you have one of the happiest birthdays.
Thank you very much. It's been a good day.
Good.
Good to hear.
So I'm going to open breakout rooms for the 6 scouting communities. I know we've got we had some people that had to hop off, others RSVP'd that they couldn't make it with pack and troop commitments and stuff. So we'll kind of see what we have for people. But if you find you're the only person in a breakout, feel free to join another one to kind of see what another group is up to. And we'll see everybody down the scouting trail soon.
All right, great.
So you should be able to choose your own room, and they're just labeled 1 through 6.
Do those rooms should those correspond with our scouting community?
Yeah, there's some sort of setting automatically assign people. So I'm gonna try and move people around here.
All right.
New Zoom, I guess. So looks like we got groups going on in room 3, which is Holman, Alaska area, room 4, which is Sparta, Toma, and beyond. So if you're here with 5 or 2, 5 or 6, feel free to hop in one of those others if you'd like, or if you've got other things either Thursday night, that's understandable too.